A very inspiring story that I received from one of my favorite students. Listen to me carefully. Mr. Ajay Verma, suffering from polio since birth. He was suffering from polio since birth. You know about polio. Some people get polio in one of their legs, some in leg and hand, some on the entire left hand side or right hand side, some throughout their body, even their mouth, right, their face also gets affected. Ajay Verma had something like that. He has something like that, where his whole body got affected. His whole body got affected. You can look at his photograph, the way he stands, Ajay Verma. Ajay Verma, just have a look, with his shirt tucked in, with something in his hand, standing in a market. Ajay Verma. Mr. Ajay Verma, suffering from polio since birth, doesn't beg. Since birth he has polio, but he is not begging. He doesn't beg. Ajay Verma, young chap again, young man, suffering from polio. He doesn't beg. But you find some of us, we are okay, we are strong, healthy, dynamic, energetic, we are creative, we can work hard, we can prepare, we can study, we can improve, we can develop. But when it comes to examination, we don't prepare. After the exam is over, sir, please, sir, internal marks only, no, sir. What is that? Begging. Ajay Verma does not beg. Not begging. Polio, having polio since birth. Doesn't beg. Doesn't even depend on his parents. What a man. Doesn't even depend on his parents, whereas he has the right to depend on his parents because he is utterly sick. But instead he sells a product in sector 22C market in Chandigarh. In a particular market, he sells a particular product in Chandigarh. The person who shared the story on internet, he says, I saw him, I talked to him. I saw this man and I talked to this man. I realized that the man who talked to this man, he says, I realized that it takes great effort for him even to stand. It takes great effort, walk, or even talking for that matter. He cannot even talk properly. He has that much difficulty because of the polio. Still he comes from Ambala, his hometown, every afternoon by bus, and he has a bus pass, monthly bus pass. Stands in the market, he stands, and remember, recall to your mind, it's very difficult for him even to stand. He travels from Ambala, his hometown, he has a monthly bus pass, he is doing that every day, and he stands in the market trying to speak out his product. He has his product in his hand, but he cannot even advertise. He cannot even speak properly. Trying to speak out his product, but only his lips move to some extent. And that too very slowly, and he stands in the crowd getting pushed and disrespected, selling what he came to sell till 9 p.m. From afternoon till night 9 p.m. he stands there in the market trying to speak out his product with lot of difficulty. Only his lips move, that too slowly. And what kind of treatment is he getting in the market? He gets pulled in different directions and gets disrespected. Now you also come across some people, maybe amongst your kith and kin. They will talk to you They will talk to you depending upon your financial status. Now, one of my friends was telling me, my wife is telling me, are you not ashamed of yourself for getting so low pay? For getting that much less salary? Are you not ashamed of that? His wife was telling it to him. And he says, his aunts and uncles in the relatives, his own relatives, they don't even look at him. They don't even look at this man. He is considered as somewhat subhuman. Not even a human being, something less than a human being. But look at this man, right? Gets disrespected, but still he sells, right? There in the market, the product out till 9 p.m. Then he sets out for home, and when asked, he said he had gotten used to the hurdles of traveling even in his condition, and he reaches home slowly dragging his body, very slowly he reaches home with lot of pain, and that is happening every day in his life. Happening every day in his life. Now you and me, what excuse can we take for not preparing, for not improving, for not progressing in our life? What excuse can we take? Even the speaker, the trainer is also included in the example. What excuse can I take? You tell me. What excuse? I wondered, the person who shared the story, he says, I asked, what a question, why through so much every day? Now, why are you undergoing so much of pain and guilt every day? Why are you allowing that to happen in your life every day? Why was he doing what he was doing? Was asking again to himself. Why was he doing what he was doing? He collected his voice and said, Ajay Verma collected his voice and said, he wanted to do something. He didn't want to sit idle. He didn't want to sit idle. He wanted to stand up on his feet. What a man. He wanted to stand up with lot of difficulty on his feet. He doesn't want to depend on his parents. Look at his condition. Nobody gives him second look. People disrespect him in the market. Every day he is prepared for that. People push him. Sometimes he may be falling down. But still he comes with his shirt tucked in to the market. Comes prepared for the next day. He earns how much? Rupees 3,000 per month and stands proud and still with a smile. Look at his photograph. Still with a smile. What a man, isn't it? What a story. If the world and your parents' resources are already good enough for you to be freeloaders, are not needing for you to work as hard as you can, then don't work hard for yourself. So some of us, human beings, we are not working hard, we are not working according to our caliber, according to our capacity. What is the reason? We have sufficient money already at home. After my father, I am going to inherit his property. So why should I work harder? Isn't it? After my father and mother, who will get the property? Me. So why should I work harder? He has some land, he has some property. I am the only child or one of the two. So why should I work harder? Isn't it? Most of us with this mentality, we are taking everything light, just light, everything. So take it very positively and understand the message. So if you are self-sufficient, to cut it short, the sharer of the story says, at least work for and donate to the ones like Ajay Verma who work harder than you, than me. The sharer of the story says, if you think that you are self-sufficient, you need not work hard, then still work for what? To donate to the ones like this poor and needy who are undergoing tough times, who are working harder than you, and they deserve, like you deserve, I deserve, they too deserve a better life. Now here, in the ending, towards the conclusion, the person who shared the story, he is asking a question also. Listen to that carefully. A truly inspiring man who to me proved that all the problems we think we have, which don't allow us to be happy and to contribute, to work hard, are actually just bullshit excuses we keep giving ourselves. Look at this man. How many of you are affected with polio? To your body? None of us. But we have polio, some of us, to our brain. Because of that, we are not able to think properly. And the question is, what is your bullshit excuse? What is your bullshit excuse that you tell yourself for not being happy and for not working hard? What a story, isn't it? So just wanted to share this with you. Right? It's a great reminder for even people like me, because all of us, we should justify the role that we are playing in our life. We are playing different roles. We have to justify to the best of our capacity in each of the roles that we are playing in our life.